Tottenham have already well spent over £200 million this summer. Tonali, Fernandes, Van Hecke, record after record, rebuilding almost an entire spine of this team. But they still haven't solved their biggest weakness. The Zerbi want wingers who can stay patient, receive under pressure and finish what they started, not create for others. And Tottenham don't simply have that on the left. But here's what no one is talking about. The exact profile that De Zerbi wants is sitting at a club that doesn't fully trust him anymore. Fabrizio Romano has confirmed that he is one of Tottenham's top targets this summer. So stick around because I'll show you how this fit is even better than people realize. So let's get it. Before we talk about the profile, before we talk about the player, you guys have to understand how De Zerbi uses his wingers, because he doesn't use his wingers as what normal managers do, as the typical wingers who are glued on the touchline. No, De Zerbi wants his wingers to stay wide initially, just to stretch out the pitch. Then the real job starts once the team draws the opponent forward through patient build-up, and then that's where the wingers really explode into that space that's created. De Zerbi values technical security, overall pace, and just skills. Really, what's important for De Zerbi is a winger who can beat his man. That's an important skill set to have if you're playing as a winger. But a winger also who keeps possession when his team is pressured. Also a winger who understands positional play, and of course a winger who contributes defensively. That's what De Zerbi wants in his wingers. Mitoma is one of the proof of that concept for the Premier League followers. You've all seen Mitoma at his best. He was always under De Zerbi. Mitoma became elite in 1v1s. He looked sharper in decision making, and he learned also to time better his runs, and he became also a constant goal threat. That's the kind of wingers that De Zerbi want to work with. Paik Shao at Olympique de Marseille recently has been another proof of that concept also. That's why Spurs' #1 target remains Savinho, and I think the potential is up there. Really don't underestimate Savinho. Yes, at City it hasn't worked well, but he played at right wing. Savinho is initially at left wing. When he's had his best years at Girona, he was playing off the left. So I get what Tottenham sees in Savinho, but I still think there is a better player who is out there, who is also ready to take that role directly, who you don't have to wait 1-2 seasons to adapt. A player who's ready, who has proved it at the international stage, and that player is just Cody Gakpo. Again, Cody Gakpo is excellent at receiving between the lines. He's comfortable playing back to goal. He can play through pressure, and again, that's exactly what De Zerbi demands to his wingers. He's maybe not a flashy winger like Mitoma or even a better dribbler like Savinho, for example, but he is powerful and he beats his man through progressive carries. Cody Gakpo, I can argue, is also a great ball carrier. That's one of actually his underrated traits. What makes the difference between Cody Gakpo and other targets that Tottenham can find on the market is that Cody Gakpo is always a constant goal threat, and Tottenham will need someone to score those goals. Zerbi has always had a winger who statistically can really dominate. In Marseille, it was recently Greenwood, and at Tottenham he will need that winger, and Cody Gakpo can be that winger because he always attacks the back post. He makes always intelligent box runs, and De Zerbi, again, as I say, like wingers who can finish moves, not create them. He will have players like Tonali, players like Matheus Fernandes to create the opportunities. So a winger who can finish them must be a priority for Tottenham this summer. Another trait about Cody Gakpo is that he is really flexible. He can play as a left wing. Of course, that's his main role, that's his main position, but can also play as an inside forward. Let's say when De Zerbi plays a back five with wing backs, Cody Gakpo can play as an inside forward, and Cody Gakpo can also play as a first nine. He's shown it with the Netherlands at Tottenham. He's done it with Liverpool also, and Tottenham might lose a player like Richarlison. They haven't got Rondal Koromani again for another season, so they need a player that can also play centrally if Dominic Solanke misses games, and Cody Gakpo is that type of player. So you have a player who can be flexible in the attack and can suit exactly the demands of De Zerbi depending on the context of the game that he faces. And if you still have some doubts about Cody Gakpo, just watch his performances for the Netherlands at the World Cup when he wasn't playing as a touchline winger, when he was playing more inside forward. He was genuinely brilliant. He's always been brilliant, of course, with the Netherlands team, but I think this summer at the World Cup, again, it showed the strength of Cody Gakpo. One negative thing about Cody Gakpo, I don't think it's negative for Tottenham, is that he drifts inside naturally, so he doesn't really provide width as a winger, so he needs a left back who's really offensive to cover that width. So Liverpool adapted really well with it because they had a player like Andy Robertson who was a constant threat on the left with his overall plans, with his solutions that he offered at the left back role. But this summer, what did Tottenham do? They bought Andy Robertson. So yeah, they have Robertson, who's at Tottenham, who already knows how Cody Gakpo plays, and even though he's not the prime Robertson, even though he's more experienced now, he's more old now, Tottenham have another option in Destiny Udogie, who is one of the best Premier League offensive left backs. So I don't think that's coincidence. I think every piece Tottenham have added this summer points towards exactly the profile that they need at that left wing. Now the real issue is if Liverpool would actually sell Cody Gakpo this summer. I genuinely think Tottenham have a shot on him, especially at a fee that Tottenham want to spend on a left wing. We know that Tottenham wants to spend around 80 million. That's the exact same fee that they wanted to buy Savinho last summer, and that's approximately the same fee that they want to bid for Savinho this summer. That's what Fabrizio Romano said, and I think for that fee you actually get Cody Gakpo, who's a better player than Savinho. So for 80 million, I think Liverpool would let him go, especially that Liverpool will bring in a winger also. Bradley Barcola is one of the main targets for Liverpool. So Cody Gakpo, I think, would be interested to join a team where he would be the main man, where he would be trusted, where he would be also actually number one, because again, the number one is viewed as Rio Nguma for the future. Bradley Barcola, if he comes and plays that role too, would be another option. So I'm pretty sure that Liverpool would listen to an offer, and I'm pretty sure that this is a transfer that can happen. For me, I would say it's possible at maybe 65-70%, honestly, and I think Tottenham can get it done. So Liverpool fans, I want to hear your thoughts in the comments. Would you actually accept to lose another winger this summer? Honestly, I know that a lot of Liverpool fans don't actually like Cody Gakpo, and I think it's a mistake because, again, he's not responsible for Slot using him almost every game. I still think Cody Gakpo is a brilliant player. He's always shown it at Liverpool. He's shown it in the Netherlands national team, and I really think there is a lot of teams that would love a profile like him. I want to know your thoughts in the comments, Spurs fans. Would you rather go for another profile like Savinho, or a better suited player, a player that has proved in the Premier League, a player also that has an experience of winning the Premier League? Wouldn't that be a better fit for the Zerbi? I want to know your thoughts in the comments, and if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe for more football content. I'll see you in the next one. Ciao, ciao.